Hello students, in this class we will see coordinate geometry chapter lesson based assessment. I think it's the last main we have to see now because we have seen 1 marks MCQ, 2 marks, 1 marks subjective and 2 marks questions also we have seen in the last class. So we have to see now the last main, I guess it is a fourth main 3 marks questions. Okay, we'll see that this fourth main 3 marks questions. If questions are simple, I'll just redirect you for the answers. 41. From the graph, find the ratio in which P divides AB in the given formula. So it is same as 33rd question. If you check in the same paper, find the ratio wherein this point divide these two line segments. So similarly, first only knowledge required here is to get the points from the graph. Then the rest of the things are same, direct. Let's see. First get the points coordinates APB or ABP, whatever. So from graph, we get what we get is A coordinates is, since A is on the y axis, its x coordinate will be 0 and y coordinate will be number which you see here. Then B coordinate, since it is on the x axis, the number you see is x coordinate and y coordinate will be 0. Remember that. What is the P coordinate? You can see the distance here is 2 and here is 2. So 2 comma 2. Once you have the points, you want the distance ratio, right? So this, since ratio is one needed, what you can say is by you have to apply the section formula. So we say let this will be x1 y1, let this will be x2 y2, let this will be xy, p of xy. So by section formula you apply and solve it. I'll give the section formula. I think we have seen in the 33rd one. If not known to you, please go and watch my video where I said clearly 2 marks question, coordinate geometry, second main solutions. You'll get it. So using section formula, you find the ratio. Clear? We'll move to the next question. I'm not solving this. Okay, 42nd. In the figure, find the coordinates of the point AB, coordinates of the point which divides the line segment AB internally in the ratio 1:2. Same it is, means I'll just give the points A. From graph, what we get A is 2 comma 5 and B is 5 comma 2. Okay. Then ratio they want, find the in the figure, find the coordinates of the point which divides in the ratio. Ratio they are given m is 10 is equal to 1:2. So they want P of xy. So formula is what? P of xy equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Okay, you know the formula. It's a section formula you have to apply. M plus n comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. You substitute the values mn x1 y1 x2 y2, where x1 y1 x2 y2 means you assume A coordinates as x1 y1, B coordinate as x2 y2 and substitute. You get the coordinates of the point which divides AB in the ratio 1:2. Okay, we'll move on. Prove that these are collinear. Okay, we'll take this formula question. 43rd. What are the points they are given? Take that points A, B, C. Let A of 1 comma 5 be x1 y1. Okay. A of 1 comma 5 be x1 y1. B of 2 comma 4 be x2 y2. What you have to do here is concept. I'll explain and you can solve. Collinear points means what? On the same line. points on the same line are the collinear points. Means the 3 points are given A, B, C such that you find AB and BC you find and CA you find or AC you find, whatever. Once you find these three values, since they are collinear, right? They are sure that they are collinear. They want us to prove the collinear. So same line they should fall. In the concept, it says sum of two lengths, right? AB plus BC should give you AC. So AB plus BC is equal to AC. Okay. For AB, you apply distance formula. I'm giving a clue here. Distance formula you apply. What is the distance formula? X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus 1 whole square. For all three, for AB, BC, AC, you apply distance formula. Once you apply, what you get is, just check out. So AB, how much you get? Root 2 units. This you will get root 98 units. This you get 128 units. Okay. Then root 2 units is what? You can take the values as well. So AB becomes root 2 means 1.41, right? 1.41. So this becomes 1.41. Root 98 is what? Otherwise, you can say 98 has 49 into 2, right? I'll solve that. So this is root 2. This is 49 root 2 means 7. I'll not go with the values 1.41. Let it be root 2. So this has become root 2. BC is root 98 means 49 into 2. So 7 root 2 will come. So 7 root 2. This is 128 means we don't know what perfect square it has. Just check out. 2, 6 ja, 2, 4 ja. This is 8, 8 ja, 64. Means 8 root 2 it is. 8 root 2 units. Don't take the values. So 8 root 2. So AB is what? Root 2. BC is 7 root 2 equal to 8 root 2. AC. Therefore 8 root 2 equal to 8 root 2. Therefore, since sum of two sides is equal to the longer side, the points lie on the same line. When the points on the line the same line, they are collinear. This is what you have to show. Only part I have not done is distance are not found between AB, BC, CA. You can find by applying the distance formula. Rest of the things are same here. What I have shown in the chart. Okay. Yes, it's very simple and it is there in the textbook one exercise question. We'll move on. 44th. Verify whether they are the collinear points. So you are same 44 is same as 43. You have to find the distance AB, BC, CA. What it comes, let's see. I'll give the values. AB becomes root 13. BC becomes how much? You solve by applying the distance formula. BC becomes root 13. CA becomes root 52. So clearly AB plus BC is not equal to AC, right? Therefore, it is there. Root 13 plus root 13 AB BC. AC is root 52. Root 52. Do we have any perfect square? 2 2 ja 2 6 ja. Yes, 2 13 ja. Perfect. I'm sorry. So root 52 means 4 root 32, that is 13. So this becomes AC. Just check out. Root 13 plus root 13 is 2 root 13, right? 2 times. You should know the addition of root numbers. That's called surd. So root 13 plus root 13 is equal to 2 root 13. Therefore, given points are collinear. Remember, check whether they are collinear means you have to find all the three sides distance, sum of two sides, not necessarily AB, BC, anything. Whatever the points you name actually, A, B, C, if you name, AC will be the full line. Full line length should be sum of the parts lines. So 2 root 13 is equal to 2 root 13. Hence the points are collinear. We'll move to 45th question. Find, I'm just giving a clue here because we are solved every question in the previous mains, 1 marks, 2 marks. Now 3 marks you will have already knowledge. Only extensive things you have to apply. 45th you will see, verify these parts are the vertices of the isosceles triangle. Means if you apply here 5 comma minus 2 and 6 comma 4, 7 comma minus 2. What are the points? A, B, C will assign. For isosceles triangle, you know two sides should be equal. You find the AB, you find the BC, you find the AC. Check out whether any of two of these three values are equal. If they are equal, say that points, the given points form the isosceles triangle. How do you say? So AB is how much? You got, if you find is root 37 units, and BC is also root 37 units, and that's enough. If you get first two as root 37, no need to find CA. Okay, but even if you find also, that's okay, just to show that it's not equilateral triangle. If it's equilateral triangle, similar way we can extend the question. All three sides should come. So here AB equal to BC. Therefore, last line should be given points are the vertices of a isosceles triangle. Okay, clear? We'll move on. 46 we'll see. Same isosceles triangle. You can solve yourself. Okay, the midpoint of a line segment, this and this joint is for is to 3. Find length of AB. It is simple, two marks question. You can solve yourself. So A is what? X comma 0. B is what? 0 comma y. We'll call it as x1 comma y1. We call it as x2 comma y2. You apply midpoint formula here. So AB P of 4 comma 3, we'll call it as P of x comma y. You apply the midpoint formula. So by midpoint formula, what you say? By midpoint formula, what we have is P of x comma y equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay. So P of xy is what? They are given 4 comma 3 equal to x1 is x, y1 is x1 plus x2, right? X1 is x, x2 is 0 by 2, y1 is 0 plus y by 2. So this becomes 4 comma 3 equal to x by 2 and y by 2. Equate these two, get the values. That is x by 2 equal to 4, x equal to 8, y by 2 equal to 3, y equal to 6. So what are the values they want is x and y. So you get 2 and 3. Okay, clear? X is 8, y is 6. We'll move on. Simple question. 48. Trisection. There is a question in the exercise. Trisection. I'll just give you a hint and you have to solve yourself. Show that find the coordinates of the point of the trisection. Means there are 2 points. They gave 4 minus 1, 2 minus 2 minus 3. It's a very important question. 4 marks question actually. They are given in the 3 marks column. That's okay. So first one is 4 comma minus 1 they are given, and here minus 2 minus 3 they are given. The last 2 points. How do you solve here is, remember, we call this as A and this last point as B. This line we have to make trisection, means 3 parts we have to do. Means first part, second part, third part, right? So we call this as xy and this as xy. Both are okay, no problem. So first you have to apply, I'll give the hint only, section formula. Here trisection means all the ratios are 1. They are equally cut. Section formula you apply AP to PB. Ratio becomes 1 is to 2 and you find the coordinates of PXY. Right? See, 1 is to 2. Why 2? AP is 1 part and PB is 2 part. So ratio we have 2 points and we can find the point dividing these 2 line segment joining AB. in the ratio 1:2 you can do, right? Similarly, when you apply, this is first set, so you get the P coordinates. Next also you apply again section formula for AQ and QB in 2:1 ratio. Remember, I'm just giving you a hint. AQ and QB. So section formula remains same. X1 Y1 becomes a 4 minus 1, X2 Y2 becomes minus 2 minus 3 only. Your XY changes to Q when you apply for AQ and QB, changes to P when you apply for AP and PB. Similarly, the M:N ratio changes. Here M:N ratio 2:1 because check out AQ is 2, QB is 1, right? Because 1 plus 1 2 and this is 1. So you apply and find the trisection. It's very important and they have given 2 questions for the practice. Next, 50th we will do. We will solve 50th. It's differently asked only. It is known concept, but it is asked differently. What is that? Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the AB. Okay, AB is there. AB is there means 1 comma minus 5. B is minus 4 comma 5. What is the question number? 50th. Divided by x-axis means some axis. I'll say this as x-axis. Don't get confused. This is x-axis. X-axis will be always horizontal. Remember that. But for this question, I drawn vertically. Okay. This is x-axis. Find the coordinates of the point of division. Find the coordinates of the point of division. So you have to apply section formula here. You know, ratio is given. We don't have ratio. Remember, this is very important. Ratio is also not known. Coordinates of the point also not known. So here point, because AB lies on now x-axis, its coordinates will be of the form x comma 0. Okay. So we call this as x1 y1, x2 y2 and this as x comma y. You write here same. Let a of 1 comma minus 5 as x1 y1, b of minus 4 comma 5 as x2 y2 and p of x comma 0 as xy. Why I assume x comma 0? It's not assumption, it's actual. Point on a x-axis will be of the form x comma 0. We don't have x here, unknown thing, and ratio is also known. So we say let ratio be k:1. I told you in the previous classes, no need to take always mn as the ratio or m1 m2 as the ratio. We can use k:1. Okay, this is nothing but m:n. We'll apply section formula and check out. It's very important question actually. How do you apply? By section formula, what we get is p of xy is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 by m plus 1. We have all the values except k and x. What is the value here? P of xy is x comma 0. M is what? K. X2 is what? Minus 4 plus n is 1. X1 is 1 by m plus 1. N is k plus 1. Similarly, I'll write here. Just check out. M is k. What is y2? 5 my2 plus ny1. N into y1 is minus 5 by k plus 1. So we'll just simplify the brackets. Let's see. K into minus 4 is minus 4k plus 1 into 1 is 1 only. Means minus 4k plus 1 by minus 4k plus 1 by k plus 1. Okay. Then what we have the other part? Just check out. K into 5 is 5k minus 5 by k plus 1. In this one, if you equate these two, you are gone because k is also unknown, x is also unknown. We cannot solve that. So you always equate the values where you can find only one variable there. Therefore, what we can say is 5k minus 5 by k plus 1 is equal to 0. You cross multiply 5k minus 5 equal to 0 of k plus 1 is 0. This one it goes multiplication. Then 5k equal to 5, k equal to 5 by 5, 1, k equal to 1. Okay. Once you get k equal to 1, just check out. You apply here and find the, because what they want is point point coordinates of the point they want, means p of x comma 0 1. 0 is already there. X value you have to find. So coming to the first set of coordinates, x coordinates in both, you apply k. That is, I'll solve here. Just check out. X equal to minus 4k, right? Minus 4 into 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. So x equal to minus 4 into 1 4, minus 4 plus 1 3, 3 by 2. Therefore, what they want is coordinates of the point of division. You just confirm. I'm writing here. Therefore, required coordinates of the point. What is the coordinates of the point? We assume p of x comma 0. We have x value 3 by 2 comma 0. This is the answer. Make sure you practice it very well. Very good question it is. Only concept we should know is on the x-axis point form we should know, which is of the form x comma 0. Once you assign ratio, we don't know, don't take mn ratio, take k is to 1 at least, because one of the value you compare and you get the k value. Come back and assign there in another coordinate, you get the x value. Okay, the same question can be asked like it is divided by y axis. You take as homework, practice yourself for thorough understanding. If the same line segment AB divided by y axis means, what is the point for? If it's y axis, point will be of the form 0 comma y. Okay, we'll move to the next question. 51. Find the relation between x and y such that xy is equidistant, means from point, means they have given 2 points. Let's check out. 3 comma 6 is 1 point, b of minus 3 comma 4 is another point. There is 1 point p, which is xy. They are equidistant, they say, means this distance is equal to this distance. Find relation between x and y. We'll solve this. Very simple actually. So we'll say let a of 3 comma 6, okay, as x1 y1, b of minus 3 comma 4 as x2 y2. Okay, basically not required to assign these two, because when you are finding pa, p coordinates become x1 y1, a coordinate between x2 y2. When you find pb, okay, the coordinates value will be x1 y1 x2 y2 only. What is the question? We have so many things to see. So we'll quickly solve this 51th. What is given is, according to given, PA is equal to PB, means they have given the equidistance, right? So what is PA? You assign PA, it's a big relation will come, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square is equal to, same formula will come here, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So PA coordinates, when you are applying PA, P coordinates become x1 y1 and A coordinates become x2 y2. Let's see. Since it's a root, x2 is what? 3. 3 minus x whole square plus 6 minus y whole square is equal to, similarly, minus 3 minus x whole square, minus 3 minus x whole square plus 4 minus y whole square. Okay, understood why I did not write x1, y1, x2, y2? Because when you apply PA, A becomes x2, y2. When you apply PB, B becomes x2, y2. Okay, now you since root on the both sides, you can cancel the roots, because when you transpose the root, it becomes square root. Square of square root is cancellation. So whatever in the bracket you write it. So I am cancelling these roots. So what it becomes is 3 minus x whole square plus 6 minus y. Okay, let me write properly. 3 minus x whole square plus 6 minus y whole square is equal to minus 3 minus x whole square plus 4 minus y whole square. So you solve this. Means you apply a minus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a minus b whole square. Like terms you cancel, do everything. All calculation you do yourself. What you get is minus 3x minus y plus 5 equal to 0. Okay. So this can be arranged as, I'll transport these two to the right hand side. So 3x plus y equal to 5. This is the relation. Okay. We did not solve a minus b whole square expansion and all, because I hope you know solving them. If you don't know, comment me. I'll give the solution part for that. Basically, you should be knowing them. Grouping the like terms, cancelling, solving and all. Okay. We'll see the next question. 52nd one. If V is equidistant from these two, find the relation. It's the same way, you have to solve 52. And next part of the answer question is, if the points A, P, B are collinear, find the coordinates of P. Means A, P, B are collinear, they asked. Once you find the relation, what relation you get is, you will get some relation. Then A, P, B collinear means you apply this formula here. See, check out first. A, P, B are collinear. A, P, B are collinear means, first you find AP, PB, AB. If sum of two sides equal to other side, then you say collinear. Once you see, then it will become a midpoint if I am not sure. Then apply midpoint formula and find the P. Okay, 52 I am not solving. 53 we will solve. I'll give a hint actually. Let's see. This is a parallelogram. Okay. Coordinates of three vertices are parallelogram A, B, C. Find the coordinates of fourth vertex. Here you should know the properties of parallelogram. Diagonals bisect each other is the property. So using diagonals bisect each other, what you get is, this O is a midpoint of AC and O is also midpoint of BD, right? So use that formula. Like what you have to use is midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD. So AC you apply midpoint formula. What you get? I'm just writing directly. 1 plus 8, 9, 9 by 2. 2 plus 5, 7, 7 by 2 equal to x plus 2 by 2, y plus 3 by 2. You equate these two and these two, you get the formula. See, x plus 2 by 2 equal to 9 by 2, 2 cancel, x equal to 7. Y plus 3 by 2 equal to 7 by 2, 2 cancel, y equal to 7 minus 3, 4. Okay. How did you arrive at this? You have to write, since in parallelogram diagonals bisect each other, write this. First, before that, write the figure and given points. Okay. This is the answer for 53rd. Coordinates of the fourth vertex they asked, and it is very important for question. This is difficult they said, but it is not difficult, because why difficult means, if you have forgotten diagonals bisect each other concept, then it is a difficult part. Okay, 7 and 4. So you have to say the fourth vertex is 7 comma 4. Write in the point form. Write in the point form. Okay. We'll move on. 53rd is done. 54th. Same way. they are the vertices of the parallelogram. Find the xy. Same formula you apply, midpoint formula. Midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD, you get the xy value. Okay. I can say midpoint of AC equal to midpoint of BD. I'll just give you a hint here. AC midpoint is, sorry, x plus 1 by 2, 6 plus y by 2. By midpoint formula, you have to write the midpoint formula once at least. Then 4 plus 3 is 7 by 2, 3 plus 5 is 8 by 2. You equate them, you will get. So what you get is x plus 1 by 2 is 7 by 2, x equal to 6. Okay. And 6 plus y by 2 equal to 8 by 2, 2 cancel, y equal to 2. Okay. X equal to 6, y equal to 2. They want the values for x and y, and we are done. What is the difference between 53 and 54? X, y are the points in the same vertex in 53. Now in the 54, they made x as one of the coordinate and y as another coordinate in another points, two different points. Only that is the difference. Then 55. If these are the points, find x and y. It is same. Just now we solved 54. Same. You solve yourself, please. Then 56. The vertices of triangle are given here. M and N are the midpoints of ABAC. Prove that. Okay, we'll solve this. I'll just give a clue. I'm not writing complete answer here. First, write the figure. Okay, everything you take A, B, C, M, N, and you call as. Okay, then these are Mn. We have to prove that Mn 2 times Mn is BC. So we find Mn by distance formula, BC by distance formula. BC you have to apply distance formula. Mn you have to apply distance formula. But what is M here? What is M is a big question here. Just check out. It's a good question. Let me solve completely then. I think we are done, right? Yeah. We'll solve this complete question. 56th one. It's a very good question. 56. You draw the figure here clearly. Okay. Then draw the, what are the points is given? M, N, A, B, C. Then assign the values there. Minus 3 comma 2, P is minus 1 comma minus 4, C is 5 comma 2. Then minus 1 comma minus 4 it is. M is a midpoint of AB, right? So you apply midpoint formula to get M. Okay, first you write the midpoint formula. Since M is a midpoint of AB by midpoint formula, what we have? X1 plus X2 by 2, Y1 plus Y2 by 2, M coordinates, M of XY. Okay. Therefore, M of xy equal to what? Your M1, M2 is A coordinates, x1, y1 is A coordinates, x2, y2 is B coordinates. So what you get is x1 is minus 3 plus of minus 1 by 2, 2 plus of minus 4 by 2. That becomes minus 3 minus 1 minus 4. When you add minus 4 by 2 is minus 2. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 1 is minus 1. So M coordinates we got. Now, similarly, you find N of xy. Don't write midpoint formula again because it's already there, and you say N is also midpoint of AC. That's it in here. N is also midpoint of AC. Right? Now you apply midpoint formula for N to get the values of N here. What is the value? Minus 3 plus 5 by 2. Minus 3 plus 5 by 2. 2 plus 2 by 2. Minus 3 plus 5 is 2 by 2, 1. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 by 2 is 2. Okay. So you got M as minus 2 minus 1 and N as 1 comma 2. Right. Now you find Mn distance formula. Okay. X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. On substituting and solving, what you get is Mn is 3 root 2. Okay. Then you call this as 1 and you find BC by distance formula. Same, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. BC how much you get is 6 root 2 units. Okay. Therefore, you take what you have to prove 2 times Mn is BC, right? You take LHS from what is to be proved here. Take LHS 2Mn equal to 2 into 3 root 2. Okay. LHS is 2 times Mn. So 2 to the 6 root 2, that is equal to RHS. Clear? Very simple question, just algebra knowledge they are testing here. Therefore, since LHS is equal to RHS, we say hence proved. Clear? Only thing is you have to identify M and N are midpoint. They are given actually. It's not that to identify. They are given M and N as midpoints. Using midpoint formula, find M coordinates. Using midpoint formula, find N coordinates. Then find the distance of Mn using distance formula. BC, you find the distance. Just adjust the LHS RHS to get the required values. We'll move to the next question. 57 it is. Okay, it's the same question. 57. The vertices are given. They are the midpoints here. They said midpoint. Apply the midpoint formula. Get E coordinates. Apply the midpoint formula. Get F coordinates. Find EF. Find BC. Okay. Mn by midpoint formula. I'm giving, just now we solved it. Midpoint formula. EF distance formula you apply. Okay, distance formula. Once you apply, get the EF value, get the BC value, and show that it is like this. So basically, I have solved it. I'll give the values. What you get is, let's see, EF is equal to 5 units. You get BC is equal to 10 units. We get once you solve it. Okay. So EF is half of BC. They say, right? So take LHS. Okay, take LHS. How do you say LHS? Now you don't take LHS, you will not get that. So take both. EF is equal to half BC. EF is 5. Half into 10. 5 equal to 5. See, there are many ways to prove. This is one of them. If you cannot take LHS, derive the RHS, this is the one method. Take both and parallelly you solve everything. You should get equal things. Hence proved, you right? Hence proved. This is important question. Okay. Same, we have two questions. 58, and the last in the assignment. So that they are the vertices of a square. I'll just give the hint here. So if this is a square, we call this as ABCD. A we assign cyclically you assign please the vertices 4 comma 2 minus 1 comma minus 1 and minus 4 comma 4. So you find first AB, BC, CD, DA using distance formula. Okay. Once you assign the distance formula, what you get, I'll just give the values. AB is, you since it's prove that means they're already vertices of square, that's for sure. Once you find the distance of sides, length of sides, they all should be equal, right? Because it's a square. So what you get is root 34 units. Everything root 34 units. Once you get the root 34 units, also find AD, AC and DA because the diagonals also should be equal in the BA and AC and BD, right? Okay. AC is root 68, I guess. Root 68 units. Since once you find all these things, you finally you say, since the length of edges are equal. Also, diagonals are equal. The given points are the vertices of a square. Okay, you write that. Since the lengths of the edges are equal and also diagonals are equal, the given points are the vertices of a square. Okay, this completes our coordinate geometry LBA assignment. Okay, thank you.